Good morning, Year 4. This is Mrs. Fletcher-Brown again. So most of you will be reaching this lesson on Friday. Some of you may have gotten to it a little bit earlier, but that's fine. So today's lesson is going to start with this activity. So it's up-leveling descriptive writing. That basically means reading through some writing, thinking about what they've included, thinking about if they've managed to include everything, and things that you've really liked, and then things that you would improve. And that's the up-leveling bit specifically. So this is about Little Red Riding Hood. So it's a traditional tale, very similar to what we were looking at the start of last week. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take the time and read through this description that you can see here. And as you're reading, ask yourself these questions. Has the author included a description of what can be seen, a description of what can be heard, a description of what can be felt, a description of the weather, powerful adjectives to describe the atmosphere, and a varying length of sentences and structures? So take the time to read through, and then as you see those things, see if you're able to tick off what the author has managed to include. They might not have included everything, so be careful. Then we'd like you to think about 2 things you really liked about this piece of writing, and then 3 things that you would improve. Once you've done that, you can submit it to your class teacher via Dojo, and we'll see if you manage to pick out some things that we found as well. Okay, so the main bulk of this lesson, just like before, is to continue writing your narrative, your story of Cinderella. And you will have, just like before, 2 areas to focus on that your class teacher would have given you from your last piece of submitted work. Read through those areas that they want you to focus on, and with a green pen or another colour if you don't have green, see if you can improve your previous piece of work, focusing on those areas. And once you've done that, we'd like you to finish the end of your story. Now, quite often when we write stories, we can get a little bit carried away. The beginning and the middle can be beautifully written. The writer can have taken a huge amount of time focusing on description, punctuation, structure, and then they get to the end and it all happens very quickly and then that's it. We don't want your end to be rushed. The solution from your story is vital. So make sure that you take the time to finish your story. Don't rush this bit. Continue to focus on that high level of description. We need accurate punctuation all the way through because that's going to help the readers understand your piece of work. Continue to structure it in paragraphs. See if you're able to vary the length of some of your sentences and the structure of some of your sentences. Not every sentence needs to be massively long. Sometimes a one-word sentence can be incredibly powerful. For example, if your version of Cinderella were a horror story, you might have a sentence in the end of your work that reads as, Cinderella slowly took the handle and turned it, twisting it carefully until the door started to creak. Silence. So that long sentence followed by that one-word sentence is much more powerful than just many, many long, complicated sentences one after another. So play with your sentence length. See if you can add suspense or comedy or description or whatever it is that you're focusing on in your genre. Enjoy writing the end of this. Once everyone has submitted their work and all the children in school have finished, we're going to print them off and we're going to create a class book. We're going to bind it and hopefully have it displayed in our classroom because you've all worked incredibly hard this week and we're really, really proud of you. We look forward to hearing the end of your story. Well done.